as we patiently await the Democrats to narrow down their field of presidential hopefuls, we can analyze the differences between the Democrats' leading candidate, former Vice President Joe Biden, who maintains a double-digit lead over the rest of the Democratic field, and our current president, Donald J. Trump. They both made recent speeches in the key Granite state of New Hampshire, which is always the first to vote in the primaries.
I saw some fake polls put out by the fake news media. And it said that I'm tied with three of the other candidates, the Democrats. I'm tied in New Hampshire. I don't think so. I mean, maybe.
Consider it a preview of what's to come if Joe Biden manages not to grope anyone or gaffe himself into oblivion and makes it to the 2020 presidential debate stage.
You know, well, I love you too, and I love this town. The danger might coming back so often, I may not leave. This is God's country, man. What a beautiful town.
We're actually here today to officially launch our campaign to win the great state of New Hampshire in 2020.
The first detail is blatantly obvious: crowd size. We know Biden's crowd is small regardless of the illusion of television. But Trump's crowd? Well, even a 5-year-old or possibly even CNN could see the massive difference.
The president is returning to an old favorite obsession: the size of the crowds at his rallies.
I think they said 17,000 people outside that couldn't get in. The fire marshals closed it at a certain level. The arena announced, I don't know the people at the arena, that I broke Elton John's record.
The thing is, pretty much everybody reported that the president had a big crowd in New Hampshire, though there was a viral tweet that showed some empty seats. And we know how seriously the president takes his Twitter, so maybe that had something to do with it. But CNN confirmed today that President Trump broke the attendance record at his rally last week, even beating Elton John.
Secondly, rhetoric. Biden is somewhere between a moderate broken record and an undecided liberal socialist Democrat.
We, the people, in order to form a more perfect union, it's unique in history. No nation, no tyrant can take us down. Only America can rip itself apart.
And Biden apparently has no idea that the more he exaggerates the truth of what was spoken by a sitting president, the more he angers anyone with half a brain that knows which way the wind blows.
You know, can you think of any president who, when you saw what happened in Charlottesville, said they're good people on both sides?
And third, Biden's foreign policy is backwards. Claiming that he would stand up to China is laughable in the face of Hunter Biden's billion-dollar pay-to-play deal known as Bohai Harvest, which has still managed to avoid the scrutiny it deserves, while Trump is waging a trade war with a communist country that has dug its claws deep into the heart of America for decades.
And as part of my trade deal with China, it's been very important. And President Xi said he's going to do it. So far, he has not done it. But I said, you have to stop sending us fentanyl. Have to. And you have to criminalize in China the making of fentanyl. And so far, he has not come through, but I think he will.
And of course, with Biden, the gaffes never stop. This time around, he thought he was in Vermont rather than New Hampshire, according to an exchange he had with a reporter. Anyone interested in the future of this country can plainly see that Trump is going to tear into Biden like Mike Tyson in his prime. President Trump is only getting started, and a lot of Americans want to see what is around the corner. But Joe Biden is as stale as day-old bread. John Bound reporting.